Hello, welcome. This is blockchainbloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pink, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about it that the US government shutdown is right now record long, and that makes the market situation even worse. How? I'm going to talk about it in today's video, and also have a overlook of the market, what happened yesterday, because we had a lot of liquidation and the market is still not strong. So a lot of important things in today's video. And don't forget, every single day I bring you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain to keep you up to date. So that's important. Then simply subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And now let's do it. Well, the market is continuously tanking. As you can see, Bitcoin we just went down 2.2% just in the last 24 hours, 10% in a week. Ethereum almost 18% down in a week and just 6% in the last 24 hours. The top gainer is Aster now with 7.5%, Bitget token 7.5%, and ZK up 6.5%. No major movement to the upside. And well, Dash is now 27% down in the last 24 hours. By the way, it went up quite nicely on a weekly basis. DCR also same 22 down, but before it went up. And BitTensor 12% down right now. So when we're looking at the big picture, we're still not in a good shape. And when we looking at this one here, this is the weekly Bitcoin chart. And it's very, very important because yesterday we actually went all the way to 98,892 US dollars. So under 100,000 US dollar. Actually, this one works better on the daily, as you can see it here. And well, now we a little bit came back, but look at this wick. It's still not strong. We not continue to increase. So yeah. There is still uncertainty on the market, and this blue line is the 200-day moving average. And if we're above it, then we usually bullish. If we're under it, we are rather bearish. But another line which is important, and this is the 50 moving average on the weekly time frame. And every single time when we close under it, look how perfectly it holds itself. Here. As you can see it. So we haven't seen in this uptrend Bitcoin closing under this line. We did go under it, but we closed above it. And therefore, I believe this week it's crucial because right now we're under it. And if we close under it, then this is definitely not a good sign for short term, for sure. Yeah, many other altcoins, of course, went down as well. So yesterday we had a nice liquidation, put it this way. So now let's talk about it in more details. To see the big picture, we have the fear and greed right now at 23. Slightly better than yesterday, but still an extreme fear. So we are still in the fear. When we're looking at the top performance over the last 90 days, then we can see that here is Bitcoin, and look, the rest has done worse than Bitcoin. That's the last 90 days. We had like Zcash here or Dash, for example, doing pretty well. Apart from that, just a couple of them like Hype and BNB could slightly outperform Bitcoin. And the rest, you name it. It could be Link, it could be AVAX, it could be, ADA, SUI, TON, ENA, a lot of things. Even Sol went down, just performed a little bit better than Bitcoin. So we can see this is the last 90 days performance. So it's not strong for sure. And we had the crypto liquidation, 2 billion as Bitcoin continues to slide, and Ethereum hits the 4-month low. As you can see, we had in 24 hours, again, 2.1 billion US dollar liquidation. 1.7 billion was usually long on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Again, larger than COVID. or FTX crash was. We had this major one a couple of weeks ago, which was 9.3 billion US dollar liquidation. So this is not close to that. But when we're talking about COVID FTX levels, it's again bigger than that. Here you can see on the 4-hour time frame, mostly longs here recently liquidated. And well, so far November, 7% down. So we had this October 3.7% down. That was the closing one. And here you had another one very similar. Then we had the 0.36% for Bitcoin for November performance. So let's see how it turns out this one. But the fact that the government shutdown is still on, it causes lot of uncertainty on the market. So basically, this was yesterday, so now it's 36 days, I believe. That with this is a new record when we're looking at the government shutdown, longest in history, and it started on the 1st of October, and it cost actually. Making debt for the US $17 billion per day. So here you can see as the debt increase, we had here the debt ceiling, crisis ends, and then we have, and then 1st of October here, and then since that we're going up, we are actually above, 38 trillion US dollar when it comes to that, and this is continuously increasing, as you can see it here pretty well. And it's a lot of uncertainty on the market because basically US Labor Department says economic data will not be released until the government shutdown ends, pointing to a 60+ day blackout. And that's crazy. That's extremely long. So when we're looking at, for example, Poly market, then they're saying that maybe it can last until 1st of December. So this will be like a 60-day plus one. And what does it include? So basically, until that, no monthly job reports, no monthly unemployment rates, no monthly CPI inflation data, monthly PPI. You can see, you name it. And this is actually pretty bad because right now we are in the dark. Here you can see that it can go longer than 60 days. So until 1st of December. So that's crazy. And okay, I think what I wanted to show you, I showed you. So the problem is that everybody would like to make decisions, economical decisions, financial decisions, depending on the data. But if there is no data coming out, then basically if the next rate cut is coming, it's very difficult to plan. Next FOMC meeting, it will be a rate cut, who knows. Right now it's still like, I think, almost 70%. But this here, missing important information, puts the market in a situation that it doesn't know which way to go. It's just hesitating, and which is not good. And now the bearish sentiment is getting stronger and stronger. I'm not saying that this is going to be, and now on we're going to see a long bear market. I'm not saying that, but it's definitely important to look at this line. For example, do we close under it? Because if we close under it, it can push us further down. And guess what? If Bitcoin going down, then altcoins going down heavily. But it's always good news if you have dry power, because in that case, you can actually make a comeback and, enter again when the trend is changing from bearish to bullish. So this is actually in one way a good thing to make profit in a case you took some profit on the way up. So that's why I'm always saying that it is very, very important. And meanwhile, actually, we see a lot of outflows when we're looking at Bitcoin and ETH spot ETFs. On the other hand, Solana recorded 6 straight days inflows, not major numbers. If you're looking at this, 14.9 million US dollars, so it's not like major. However, inflows, not outflows. But in Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is out there for longer as a spot ETF, we're seeing now the outflows. And this last bit, for the future, what could make it bright, because why crypto and why blockchain and why Bitcoin has a future. Listen to this guy who is the CEO of Chartered Bank.
Our belief, which I think is shared by the leadership of Hong Kong, is that pretty much all transactions will settle on blockchains eventually, and that all money will be digital. Think about what that means, a complete rewiring of the financial system.
So this is the point which makes it clear that basically the future for these assets, for digital assets, for crypto, for Bitcoin, it's bright. But in my opinion, many of them, because now this is the case, would like to accumulate more. Some of the big guys. And they don't want to do it on a high price. So it makes sense to keep it now down and manipulate the market. But sooner or later, they would like to make some profit as well. So, which is going down soon or later, sooner or later, it will go up. So this is what we're waiting for. But right now, the trend is at the moment rather bearish than bullish, and then we see when the whole thing going to change. Guys, that's it for today. Don't forget, every single day I'm bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom to keep you up to date. So if that's important, just subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.